All right, so look, stop pooping all over yourself and then eating it. Here's what I mean. So there's two parts to this video. The first part is what I mean by actually pooping on yourself. You feel me? So there's this concept, right, called shitting all over yourself. When someone says, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, I shouldn't be doing this, I shouldn't be doing that. Now, realistically, right, there is nothing that you should or shouldn't do. When you say that you should do something, that implies that you have to do it and that there's no other choice, which is false. However, when you see things this way, it could cause a lot of stress on you because you only see one way of doing things that may not even be how you want to really do things. Therefore, when you do that thing, it causes resistance and you don't do that thing properly. When you say, okay, it's not that I should do this thing, but I know that I want to do this thing for some reason, because there are things that it's not like that you should do it, but there are things that would be beneficial if you do them, and that it would be wise of you to do those things. So you may have something like that, you feel me? And then you say, I want to do that, you feel me? Because when you say, I want to do that, now you're implying that you want to actually do that thing, but now there's multiple ways to go about that thing. And now that there's multiple ways, you could pick a way that feels comfortable to you. You could go about that way and then actually like achieve this that you said you should be doing or whatnot, you feel me? So with that shit being said, right, what does it mean to actually eat? To like eat it, you know? So there's a myth in Egypt, right? The Osiris resurrection myth. And there's like a different version of it where pretty much Set throws poop inside Horus's eyes. So what this represents is how ignorance could block your vision, your spiritual vision. So you have two spiritual visions, that being your divine feeling and your divine knowledge, you feel me? Now with that being said, right, ignorance blocks these two things. So you got mental ignorance, which is like an incorrect thought, emotion, which is like an incorrect thought, interpretation, belief, something like that. You feel me? That's based upon ignorance. That will block your thinking. You could have emotions that are based upon ignorance. They're like negative, dense, all that other shit. Emotions like that are excrement, and they're going to, block your divine feeling and stuff like that. You feel me? When you eat excrement, because there's several rituals in Egypt that say, I don't eat excrement, I loathe urine, I despise feces, I don't even walk on it, all kinds of shit like that. You feel me? And what they're saying is that I don't consume ignorance mentally or emotionally or any other way. They don't consume ignorance. That's what it means to eat excrement, to eat shit. You're just consuming ignorance. Whether you're consuming ignorance through the media, through like through somebody or something else, whether somebody's literally coming up to you and then speaking to you and then feeding you negative thoughts and emotions, and then they're feeding you screaming and stuff like that. You feel me? When someone comes up to you just feeding you all that negative shit and stuff like that, right, all that dense shit and stuff like that, all that ignorant shit and stuff like that, they're feeding you excrement. Either you could either eat that shit or be like, hey, listen, cuz I'm not really trying to, I ain't trying to eat that shit. You feel me? So yeah, that's what it means to, shit all over yourself and then eat it. Shitting all over yourself is when you just pretty much say that you should be doing all these other things. You shouldn't. It's not that you don't have anything that you should or shouldn't be doing. You feel me? There's things that are valuable that you probably would want to do because they have benefits, right? But it's not that you have to do those things. You don't have to do anything. You want to do those things, and you have a choice. And if you realize your choice, you could make better choices than actually achieve that thing. Instead of only saying one way about going about it and saying that you should be doing that one thing. You feel me? But yeah. And then when you eat it, you feel me? One, you could eat the should thing by saying I should be doing this. When you accept that I should be doing that, and then you accept it, you just literally ate excrement. And you could also eat excrement by not even saying that you should or shouldn't be doing something. You could eat excrement by literally just perceiving something that's producing ignorance, whether that be a TV show or the media, a person. Literally just observing that can lead you to consume ignorance if you accept what's being told to you and everything like that. You feel me? You literally reading a smart ass book, but then misinterpreting that thing could lead to you eating excrement because you're eating ignorance. You're consuming ignorance. That's what it means to eat excrement. It means to consume ignorance. And if you consume ignorance, it's going to block your two spiritual visions, that being your divine feeling and your divine knowing. And with that being said, that's the end of this video. Catch you in the next video. Like this video. Peace.